Hello. So today we have a very different type of video because I thought I would make a video on voting for the community stuff pack. I haven't done one of these yet. I have done a vote. I think I voted in the Creator Sim and actually I think I might have voted in all of them. There's your answer. I did in fact vote in all of them. I'm really excited about this one. I have seen some screenshots on Twitter of the stuff included and I'm really excited. However, from what I've seen, you get 28 items and there's like 100 and something, and I cannot decide which ones I want. We're excited to announce that a new gameplay object for this pack will be drumroll rocking chairs. What better place for your Sims to craft their cozy knits? I prefer the cushioned ones, and I kind of want one that's a bit versatile. So I am leaning towards this one because I think having the cushion's nice because of the pack theme. And we've got like a lot more obviously plain chairs than we do cushion chairs. That's why I'm going towards the cushion. Yeah, I quite like number 6. I think 7's nice, but I think we've got a chair that's kind of similar. I might be wrong because I do sometimes use custom content. 8 I'm not that keen on. I think it's a little bit confused. It's like, are you modern? Are you not? Not really sure. Maybe I'd like it in game, but who knows. 9 again. Just feel like there's similar stuff, and 10 I just don't really like. So answer for this one is number 6. This is where you start getting me because I love a bit of clutter. So every knitter needs portable storage to hold the supplies for their current project. With this in mind, we've created 7 fabulous knitting basket concepts for you to vote on. If I'm honest, there's only really 2 options for me. This one and this one, because I like the needles and stuff on this one. I like the bunny on this one. But if we're being honest, as a bun mum of 4, I can't not vote for the one with the bunny in it. I think this one's a bit boring. This one's quite cute. I like the handles on this. What do I like about this one? I kind of like all the patterns and stuff. This one I think is really nice. I wish I could have 6 and 1, but again, I can't vote for those. 7's okay. These ones are easy so far. This is the one that's stressing me out. Okay. And now it's time to make the really hard choices about which objects belong in this pack. Objects with blue numbers could be crafted by your Sims as part of the knitting skill, or could appear in the build by mode catalogue as standard build by mode objects. Objects with black numbers are not craftable and would appear in build by mode catalogue as standard objects. So as you can see, there is a hell of a lot of items. I think I'm gonna have to like put this in Photoshop or something. And hi, my name's Billy and I'm a little bit dumb. I just realised that I filmed a good portion of this with my face covering the whole of this bit. Let's try this again. I didn't get that far because it's taken me way too long, so I've probably saved you some time, honestly, because at least I've made some decisions. I did conclude I was going to leave these till the end, or near the end, and I also decided that I was going to start at the bottom because I cannot possibly decide on the clutter first because I just want it all. I don't like this chair, I just don't like it. I will not use it very much, and the only place I can imagine I would use it is a kid's bedroom. So I like this one, I like this one, and I like this one, which means you go. Oh, I've just noticed something that's going to really upset me. It's got little feet. Just make my decision harder. I didn't notice this. I think this one's going to go because I'm not sure I like the shape. I like the painting on this. I think I'm going to get rid of this one because the shape's a bit weird and I'm not sure I'd use that like kind of knitted thing if that's like all the swatches. Number 111. Originally got knocked out, but it's redeemed itself. I'm knocking this one out because I just don't like it, and I feel like we've got like a end table that's a similar shape. This one I'm also going to knock out. Those little like handles are so cute, but it's not my favourite. It's just not. I would rather this painted one. This pack is kind of like a dream come true for me. I love a bit of craft. I'm a painting student. I'm not very good at craft. I like looking at craft, but I am a painting student, and so this is why I am leaning towards these kind of painterly ones a bit more. Although embroidery, again, not my forte, but absolutely love it. It's so adorable. Like this, I'm obsessed. This is staying in my selection. So we have these things. What are they? Ottoman poofs? What do you call them? Not really sure. But we got one with Tiny Living, my favourite stuff pack of all time. Actually might be one of the only stuff packs I actually really like. The other one would be Laundry Days. I feel like wiping some of these out is going to be quite easy. This isn't very versatile for me. I'm trying to think, like, as much as I want more stuff for elders, I kind of want stuff that I can use in like elders' homes and I will use in like younger Sims homes, because realistically, as much as I like family gameplay and like generation gameplay, I don't play with elders as much as I play with anyone below elder, particularly like young adult and toddlers. I'm going to get rid of this one because while I really, really like it, and I really like that lace, that's really adorable, but I'm thinking we have a square one, and by that logic, this one also goes, which leaves this round one. But I don't know if it's going to make the final cut, because it might be that by the end, I've just wiped out everything except clutter. I can't promise that I won't do that. This is going. It's nice, but it's a bit boring compared to the others. This is going because I just don't feel like, although I will say, look how cute this design is for like, I've just pointed. I realised that you can't see my finger, and I realised that I have put it in a weird place again. Yeah, it's really cute. I just want everything. I know custom content makers will probably make a lot of this stuff, which, yeah, speaking of that, people are doing that with the clothes. If anyone's seen that, it's really cool. Let me know what you think about that, because I think it's really, really amazing. But I'm trying not to use as much build by custom content, so I'm not sure what to do about that. And I love this little llama, but unfortunately, this shape, while cute, is not something I'm going to use a lot. And as I said, I love embroidery, so this has to stay. So this is going. Sorry, llama. I would love to keep that. This I can't decide about yet, so that's staying for now, because I'm going to have way more than 28 by the end. These three are staying for now because I love this. This is my favourite pattern in a rug that we have in the game, so I would use this a lot. And I love these two because I think this one's very versatile, and this one's really nice for like a country home or an older person home. And this is 100% making it into my final 28, because that is my art trolley, and so I need that craft trolley. Out of these two, I think I prefer this one because I think the hedgehog's really cute. I like the hooks because it's like, it's got multiple uses. I like this like pink matching colour scheme, and I think this thing makes more sense than like the triangle things. I don't even know what you call it, like a banner kind of, although I do like these little scarves. But you're going. Again, by the end, probably most of this will go in the end, so who knows what I'm going to do. I know I could zoom in more, but I find it easier to look at, like, wider. I don't know what this is. Rugs. I don't think I'll use this much, and that's the whole reason that's going to go. And this one, I feel like we've got a lot of rugs, kind of that shush size and shape, so it's got to go. These three, I'm not sure which one I like more. I really love this little, like, idea of like a sewn watermelon one. I feel like we've got less rugs this shape. I'm not sure how much I like this kind of bullseye design, and I think for that reason you go. However, I really like these two, so I'm not. Also, I'm kind of intrigued what made them pick 87 as the one that's not craftable. I think I'm gonna get rid of these because I feel like we've got something similar. The kids section, maybe. I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but again, I just don't think I'd use them very much. But I love letter racks. I have a custom content one, and when I build, I tend to use it a lot. And I need this because painting student, I need it. But out of these two, I know I'm skipping these. I'm overwhelmed. There's too much stuff. I like the plainness of this one. I like that it's got brushes, and I like it's got something else up here. So out of those two, that one's the nicer one to me. So that means you go too. I like this shelf. I'm not sure if it's going to make the final cut though, because I think when push comes to shove and I have very little things left to choose, that's probably going to go. And this is cool, but I'm like, this yellow thing, like, where am I putting that? Real life? Like, maybe in a community lot, maybe in a specific studio. I don't know, I just feel like you wouldn't have that in your indoor house. It's too much like an awning to me, so that's going. And out of these two, so we have paint on here, but we have a glue gun, scissors, a nice little bear. This shelf's the same. I mean, most of it's pretty similar. Oh, I think they're actually swatch cards, maybe. Are they paint tubes or swatch cards? No, I think they are paint tubes. They look like they've got little white bits. Washi tape. I do like these pots, though. I think I'm going to go for this one. This one looks bigger, and I like this little rack thing. I know that's there as well, but it's got the pots, and it's got some washi tape, and it's got this chalk. I just feel like, other than this bear picture, I think I like this more, and I'm not that fussed about this side bit. and it looks like it would probably be smaller in game, which means the chances are I would use it more, especially since I'm obsessed with tiny builds at the moment. Curtains. I don't feel I'm in the position to be judging curtains, because if you've seen any of my builds, when do I put curtains in? Quite literally once a year. These frills don't sit with me, so for that reason, you're out. Where's that from? The Apprentice? Something like that. No, I'm out. It's from Dragon's Den. There we go. That's a good show. If you've not watched it, would recommend it. I'm going to leave these two because I do like these. But again, when I get to the end, they're probably being wiped out because I know for a fact I'm going to want clutter more than curtains, because as we've established, Billy does not build with curtains because she hates the clipping and she hates them blocking out the light, and she doesn't really even like them in real life, so I don't know why I'm speaking about myself in third person. So this is going because I'm like, well, what's the point? It's not even long enough to be a curtain. And realistically, I'm just not going to use either of these. I'd rather just use a plain one. There's nothing I like about them enough to be like, yeah, I'll keep those. All of these established in this video is that I hate curtains and I'm very biased against curtains. These doors are hard to pick from. So I am going to move my thing over so you can actually see, because I keep blocking it with my face and I probably should have moved my face over a bit more, but it's a bit too late now. So I prefer this one because we have lots of this shape. I like this little house thing. It's really cute. So you're, oh my god, it's craftable. I love it. I'm obsessed. I want it right now. If this doesn't make it, I'm going to throw a tantrum. I've got to be honest, most of the clothes I voted for in the cast one didn't make it, and I was very upset. So, I don't know. I just felt like a lot of the stuff that was chosen was like a bit boring. I mean, I did really like those pearly jeans. They were one of my top picks. But a lot of the other stuff I wanted, like, I know I'm not going to use the hats very much, but I appreciate the concept of the knitted Viking hat. So when that comes out as custom content, if it hasn't yet, I haven't really checked up on that page yet properly. But so I want it in my game, so I'm going to be downloading that. What's the other thing? Oh, I know people didn't vote for like the cats and dogs stuff because obviously not everyone has that expansion pack and they wouldn't get the stuff. I don't think it's unfair to add more content. I mean, obviously if you're making like my first pet stuff where there was loads of stuff, but like an item here and there is pretty nice. And also I feel like cats and dogs is one of those packs that most people who have multiple packs probably have. I know obviously not everyone, but because it's like one of those like packs that everyone waits for, it tends to be one of the ones that's kind of purchased by more people. So I don't know. I really love the cat with the fishing thing, and I need that in custom content if it's, well, I know it's not making it into the game, but I need it. Out of these two, this makes the least sense to me. Why? I presume this is a window. Why is there a window down here and not up here? No, I hate it. Nope. This is nice, this is nice, this is nice. I love the painting part of this, but I don't like this big button thing, so. Oh my god, I think it's got the yarn ball handle again. Cute, 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 and cute. I can't decide which door I like. I think you're gonna go. Sorry, I really like. Right, I feel like I need to keep one that's like a front door. I'm gonna come back to the doors. I'm sorry, I just keep like leaving everything going, I'll come back to it later. But I just can't decide. I've got to be honest, windows. I like this nice little open one. I know they're both open. I just, meh, eh. Okay, when I originally saw this, I thought it was a photo, so this one's going. It's round, I'm not going to use it. I just know I won't, or not much anyway. This one, I'm torn. I'm a bit of a sucker for stained glass, but at the same time, I'm like, do I like it that much? Am I going to use it that much? When I've only got 28 options, I feel like I've got to be pickier than I'm being. We're going to leave you for now. Okay, one thing you won't know about me, but you will learn in this video, is that I can't decide where to, like, I don't know, like start, I guess. This is why I like start at the end of stuff, and this is why I'm now going to skip to the beginning. So, sorry that I've done this in a really, really annoying way. It's just how, like, stuff like this makes sense in my head. It's easier for me to make decisions about. This is cute, however, not very versatile. I'm only going to use it for toddlers. It's going to go. This, probably not going to use. I don't really want knitted paintings. It's not my cup of tea, unless they have animals on them. So they're staying. Embroidery, I love it. And one of the things that I really wanted in one of the other things was like embroidery hoops in one of the other votes. I need it. I need those. These are staying 100%. I can't remember what these are called. Macaroni? No, macaroni. Macaroni plant hangers. I love them. I'm obsessed. I don't know which one I want. See, this is why I started at the bottom. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to use that. And not very much anyway. You're boring compared to like some of the other stuff. Are you though? No, you are. Yeah, no. Stick with my first instinct. This is going. It's too tassely. I prefer the bear. You can go. I feel like I can make that just by putting 3 of those get together. Are they dining out? I don't know. You know, there's a round ball light. I feel like I can do something similar to that with that. Out of these two, I prefer this one because I just think this is much more like crafty, whereas this reminds me of like a neon sign. So I want all of this. This is one of these ones, I'm really sorry, I'm just going to be like scrolling up and down because I just will not be able to decide. I'm not that keen on this. This can go. This I quite like. This can go, I just don't care. And I feel like we've got a lot of these, like, and this one too. I feel like we've got a lot of like 3-part lamp stuff. I'm not that into lamps. I do quite like this though. This one's going. If I keep a lamp, it's going to be this one. I do like this, but I can't resist this whole like wall in the jar. I love this. This coat hanger, adorable. This, definitely staying. 100% in my top 28. Why 28? That's the real question. What a weird number. I mean, I presume obviously it's because that's how many assets they're allowed to make or whatever, but I mean, it's a weird number of assets in the first place. I love this kid craft stuff because it's like, I know it doesn't have to be kids, but like I could use it with my kids, whereas I feel like a lot of this stuff is like adult craft, like knitting. Also, I'm really upset because I want all of these knitted animals, which you're going to see in a minute. Oh, I've just realised loads of these plants in it. Right, I need this because who doesn't need succulents? I need that. And I think that means you're going to have to go because I would rather knitted plants than... Do I rather knitted plants? Oh, I don't know. Okay, you can go because I'm just not going to use that. I don't know. I just won't use it. I know I won't. There's just something about it. I think the fact that I said I wanted you to go means you have to go. I'm sorry. This is so difficult. I want this. It's got a little tea. I love tea. It's got like a cozy... There's going to be way too many items here in a minute. We're going to count after because we're back to where I scrolled up, so... Here's my problem, is that looking at these, I'm like, oh my god, why is there so many? Oh, when I looked at the screenshots, I didn't realise these bits were like blue. Okay, one's a hallway table and one's a desk. Okay, so what's the desk and what's the hallway table? Oh, so that's the desk, obviously. I'm so sorry. My brain, it's just not here. I swear I say that in every video, and it's because my brain, it's never there. This is really cute. I like the concept of putting them together. But how do I want to do this? Yeah, I definitely would want to. This one's got like the cute kid chalk thing. This is just knitted all the way around, isn't it? See, part of me wants 50 and D1, but they don't match together nice. So I want the versatility of the child drawing board thing. So I think that means you go too. I'm going to get rid of this because if I'm going to have like a desky kind of thing, I think I'd rather have a proper desk. I'm going to get rid of you. There's not a whole lot going on. And we also have like a hallway table that has like boxes underneath, if I remember correctly. And we're going to count how many I've got left because we all know it's way above 28. I'm going to be here literally all day. This is embarrassing. 47, 48, 49. Honestly, is there even any point in me counting? All right, we're gonna start with the sofas. We're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up, and then just keep doing it till we're down to 28. I'm conflicted because this is like, I don't know, I feel like it could be used quite modernly, but then I guess it's quite similar to the tiny living one. And originally, when I first started doing this, and then realised I wasn't filming, I did consider keeping this as my favourite. But yeah, it's not dissimilar to the tiny living one. Do I use any of this stuff really? I mean, if I'm going to keep one, I'd keep that one. So, because again, versatile. And that's cute, but I just wouldn't use it that much. And then out of these, I feel like I'm probably going to use these two more than this one. I like the cushions more in this one. but I prefer like, I know it's still rounded, but I prefer like having that square cushion there. I like the big cushions. So, I mean, we've wiped out how many things? 6. Well done me. So for now, you get to stay, but you're probably going. I can't decide between these 2 chairs at the moment because I am really in love with these little sock feet thing. I think this is going to go. I just don't think I care about having another one of these. If I have to pick one, I'm going to pick this one because I want this embroidery hoop. But I want both because that's like smaller. I want this. I want it. Right, I think you're going to have to go. Sorry, shelves. I just don't need you that much. This is so difficult. I think out of these 2 curtains, I'm going to get rid of... I prefer these ones, but we have one that's like it. Really similar. Doesn't have the buttons, but I think we're definitely going to have to do a count after this second go through because otherwise I'm going to have no idea how many more I've got to get rid of. The door one, something in my heart is telling me to get rid of this one, and so I'm going to listen to it. I really like the painting on this one. I think I'm going to get rid of this one as well because I think while I like the stuff that's on it, it's distracting me from the fact that I do not like the door underneath. So I think that means you have to go. And then I'm down to these 4. I feel like this is the most boring of them. Like, I feel like the only thing making it unique is that, like, flower box, and that's probably not exciting enough. Whereas, like, this is proper, like, a crafty front door. I'm really torn about this window because I kind of want an open window included, and it's quite nice. But I'm also like, do I need a window that's been painted on? But then I'm like, they're probably going to include, like, a white swatch, hopefully, after so many people have been complaining, obviously, about their weird inclusion of swatches. This is impossible. I like this whole knitted plant concept. What I am thinking, though, is how much am I going to use it? And honestly, I'm going to knock out these lampshades because I most of the time forget to put in, like, lamps and lighting and just use the subtle saucer one, so I'm definitely going to have to knock some of these out, but what ones? I don't know, because these are adorable, but then I feel like they're less iconic than, like, say, Tragic Clown and the Grim Reaper. I think the Grim Reaper needs to stay. I think I might get rid of this one because I feel like we've got something kind of like an octopus toy that looks similar. And this is cute, but I'm like, meh, is it as cute as the others? Maybe not. Anyway, as I was saying about the plants before I got distracted by all the clutter that I want in the game, I really like this whole, like, knitted plant concept. But I'm like, how often am I going to use a knitted plant in my build? I probably don't need 1, 2, 3 of them. And I'm thinking of getting rid of the strawberry one because while I think that is the cutest, most, like, unique one, I think it's the one that I would use the least. And I'm also like, if I'm going to use, like, a cactus, I'm probably going to use a real one. So I think that one's going to go as well. While I do like this one, though, because this one's got a double win, because it's got the knitted cactus and, like, succulents, but it's also an llama pot, and I think that's cute. So, what do we have left? Part of me's like, do I want this that much? But then the other part's like, I want this cup of tea and this little coastery thing really bad. Out of these paper craft things, which ones do I like? I think I like this one more. And out of these 2, I'm really struggling at this point. Do I just quit? Do I just go, I'm not voting because I can't decide? Let's get rid of a couple of these and then we'll do a tally. We'll count up. I'm just so indecisive. So I feel like these 2 are quite similar. So out of these 2, which ones do I like them? I like the green kind of thing the most. I don't like the macaroni as much. What do you call it? Macaroni? I don't know. I'm going to carry on calling it macaroni. I'm sorry. Okay. This is adorable. But I guess we have a 3 plant one already. So I'm just trying to think, like, what do we not have in the game? All right, let's do a count up. How many items does Billy have now? 52, 53. So we need to get rid of 25 things. That's impossible. I think we need to get rid of some more of this stuff. I don't want the bear to go. And I feel like I'm wiping out all the stuff that can be crafted, which is inconvenient. I'm a sucker for both flowers and animals. But I'm thinking you should maybe... look, I've knocked out another craftable. I'm a nightmare. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to wipe this one out. This one, I don't know. Would I rather these plants over there? I think I'd rather the plants, honestly. I'm gonna get rid of this. I really like it, but I don't like it enough. And I don't like the top of this chair. I only like the feet, and I don't think that's a good enough reason to keep it when I've got to knock out this many things. I'm just trying to think, is there something similar to this that's like painted in, what's that pack called? I want to call it boho stuff, but I know it's not. Movie Hangout? That one. Weird one that nothing aesthetically fits the theme. I think I need to keep one of these, and I prefer this one because of this. The thing that was keeping that one in for me was like the fact that it's smaller, but I guess if I'm confined to space I can always have something like this or this. I'm gonna wipe out the curtains. I did kind of want to keep a pair, but if we're talking, because I'm voting kind of for my own gameplay purposes and I don't use them. Oh, see, this is really cute and I don't want to get rid of it. Both of these are like front doors. Well, all of them are like front doors, aren't they? I guess this one could be a craft room door. I really feel like this one's a front door. And this one. I'm leaning towards getting rid of this one, which makes me sad because that bird's really cute. But I kind of like how like blatant the one on the right is and the one on the left. As I said, I really like painted stuff. I feel like I want to keep a pair of desks, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. I might get rid of this one. I like it, I really do. I think it's adorable. But I'm just thinking, if I've got to knock more out, it's a bit like the university one. Surely if I clutter that up a bit, I think I'm going to get rid of the tragic clown. I'm not a big enough tragic clown fan. I like the idea of having these as a pair. I feel like we've got dog stuff though. I love that dog, but I think, or maybe we should get, but the dog's cuter than the penguin, that's the thing. I'm sorry, penguin. I think you're gonna have to go instead. I feel bad. I don't want to get rid of all this stuff. If I've got to keep one of these, I think I would rather, I don't know, because I like the plant in this, but I like the hangy bit here, like the dangly bit, but I think I would rather have the dangly bit. And then I think I'll get rid of that, because I guess it's a bit similar to that, like the tiny living 3-plant dangly thing. But then that makes me want this one back, maybe if I've got enough space. See, with the clothes one, I found that at first I thought it was really hard, and then I found I got rid of too much stuff because there wasn't anything I was like obsessed with. But with this, it is proving really difficult. What did I say? 13 more have got to go. This is so hard. I think you're gonna have to go then. So that's 12 left. And then I think one of these wallpapers is gonna have to go, and I think I'd use this one the least, so I think that's got to go. And then I might get rid of this because I feel like while I really love it, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the watermelon. I really love the watermelon, but I'm definitely going to use the watermelon less than the other one, even though the other one's quite similar to some of the other stuff we've got. So what are we down to? 10 more things I think we've got to get rid of. This is so difficult. I think you're going to have to go, and I'm very upset about it. Just give me all the clutter. I'm actually throwing a tantrum at this point, aren't I? I'm just like sulking. I think this is going to have to go. I'm sorry, Mr. Bear, but I don't really use tapestries that much. I really want to keep this because I feel like I can just imagine like a really cute homes I can fit it in, but then I'm like, I need that craft sign. But the reason I was thinking of keeping this one is because it's like an individual one, whereas like this is like a group of them. Okay, we're on 37, which means 9 more to go. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of 9. I'm going to have to be more brutal, aren't I? This is actually impossible. I really don't want to get rid of this. Okay, so I've put them kind of side by side, and I'm gonna like tick off the stuff that I feel like I should definitely keep. So I think you've got to say, because I think we need a sofa. 115 and 116. Okay, so that's 2 things. This is staying because I am obsessed with that. So that's, what's that, 91? Oh, it is called a poof. A poof chair. Oh, but they're chairs. The other one's not a chair. No, I can't do it. If there's spare ones at the end, if I suddenly get really brutal, then I think I might get rid of this one. Because I'm just thinking like, the other ones are pre-cluttered. And while I really like that one, I think maybe that one should go. And that means 80's definitely staying. 68 I need in my life. Okay, I'm gonna circle the stuff that I've ticked off. This is such a mess of a document, I'm so sorry. Honestly, they've made this pack impossible to choose. This is the hardest vote. I did not have this hard of a time with laundry days. That can't be 100. Oh, it is. Why? Why would you do that? That's so upsetting. I thought I was going insane then. No, that's really, really upsetting. And then 48. It's like, I know they put them together because they look the same, but like, could you not renumber them? Because it's really, really infuriating. Listen, the vote is going to be closed by the time I decide. This is a nightmare. I'm honestly just going to fill up half my vote with clutter. I think maybe what I should do at this point is tick everything I've got left and then take off stuff. Maybe that makes a bit more sense. It probably doesn't. This is probably infuriating to watch because I'm just so indecisive, but I just can't decide. I think I've got 33 currently, which means I think I've got 5 left to go. I'm definitely going to double count once I'm done. But I think I need to pick between these 2 wallpapers, and I think, if we're being honest, I'm going to keep... I feel like I need to choose between these doors, or the window, or... I think this one's going to have to go, I really do. And I'm very upset by it. Okay, so I've got 3 more things to get rid of, and I don't want to get rid of too many craftable things, because I actually do want to be able to craft stuff. Do I get rid of number 4? I feel like the reason I'm not getting rid of number 4 is because it kind of reminds me of like something that my mum would have up in our house, like a sign. I think I'm going to get rid of the... Do I want to get rid of the chair? Because it looks like it's painted, and that kind of reminds me of my uni friends. Because they like got some chairs and like painted them. So then I think I'm going to have to get rid of this thing with a really cute hedgehog on, and I'm pretty upset. I don't want to. I strike. I quit. I quit The Sims. Do I get rid of a rug? I've just like not really left much variety because most of the stuff I've picked is clutter. I really feel I need to get rid of one of these, but I don't want to pick one. So it turns out I'd forgotten to put 2 things on here. So I'm on 32, which means I've still got 4 things left to get rid of, which means I am going to die. This is honestly impossible. I do not know how like the EA people who work for Maxis/EA or whatever you call it now, make these decisions when they have such beautiful concept art. I just cannot believe having to decide this stuff. Right, the rug's going. I'm sorry, rug, but we have similar rugs. I can live without it. So, sorry, rug. Honestly, all I'm going to be left with is clutter, and I'm not really sorry about it. Got 3 more things to get rid of. I'm like, does the window go? I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking this door goes. I really am. But I don't know. I just think you've written a really cute, crafty house. It's really upsetting me. I have literally 3 things left to get rid of, and I cannot make a decision at all. I think this one's going to have to go. No. I take it back. No, but that's a craftable. This is the problem. Do I want to get rid of this one? But I can see it in a cat lady. I think this one's going. I'm sorry. Okay, so I think I've got 2 more to get left to get rid of. Literally all I've been left with is clutter. I'm very sorry. Yeah, so if I was making this pack, you would not be getting anything other than clutter. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I'm like, do I get rid of 10? Do I get rid of 14? I don't want to get rid of 14. I don't want to get rid of 17. And I really want this knitting book, but I really want this. The dog's saying maybe I should get rid of him, but I really don't want to. What does that leave me with? I'm going to have to count again because I'm a nightmare. Okay, I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I think I'm going to have to play prioritising. That means the dining chair's going to go because we have a lot of chairs in the game, and as much as I want that like painted chair, it's not my favourite object. And I think the other thing that's unfortunately going to have to go that I'm actually really upset about is one of the doors, and I think it's going to be 61 because I just have visions of using 63. We're up to 28 now, well down to 28. We should be able to have a look at my selections and also double check that I have in fact counted correctly, because I probably haven't, and it's probably going to be that I have to get rid of like another 20 items or something, because that is definitely something that I would do. Okay, so I thought it would show what I've finally decided on. I will say I've got 29 here because I'm actually going to take this plant over this one. I know I kept this one in, but I decided I would rather have 3 plants than 1 plant. So I decided on this little cat thing because I thought it looks like a cute little craft project that either like an adult or a child could have done. I like this. I just like it. I just wanted it, and it's craftable, and I've not kept enough craftable stuff for my liking. I've got a lot of wall hangings going on, which isn't usually like me, but I kept this craft sign because I thought it was really cute that it'd be a sign saying craft. Also, is it me or does it just look like it's written in English? Yeah, I kept these because I love an animal. I quite like the whole knitted thing. It's craftable, and also these are my favourite things ever. So if these don't make it, I'm going to be really upset. I had to keep some plants, obviously, so I kept those hanging ones. I like to use a good book. I like a good cup of tea, and I love putting books in my game. And again, I love a cup of tea, and I thought this was like quite a unique kind of hobby compared to the other ones. I wanted something for children. I just like this. I just had a real soft spot for it. It was one of those ones that wasn't really versatile, but I just had a really bad soft spot. Same for any stuffed animals. I have them in real life, soft spot, I have them in the game. So these were just the plants I like the most. I wanted one knitted one, and I quite like the llama pot. And I love a succulent, and I know I use these loads, so I voted for those. Well, I'm going to be, I haven't quite voted yet. And then I decided on these two. There's a hallway and a desk, hallway table, whatever you call it. A window, that was my final pick of the door, because again, I wanted the whole knitty, crafty vibe. And these three things gave me it, so that's what I went for. This was my favourite of all the boards, so we kept that one. If I make a studio, that is going in it because I'm obsessed with it. Kept my favourite wallpaper, which is the one modelled after my favourite rug. Shall I make a house where I just like decorate every wall and every floor with those rugs and wallpaper? Maybe. Like different colours. Oh god, that would be so ugly. Yeah, we've got the craft trolley because I need my craft trolley. We've got this mainly because I just love that embroidery hoop. I'm sorry, I love it. And then we got a sofa and a chair. So I'm ready to submit the vote. I double checked the numbers and I'm terrified with what's going to be picked. We've done it. You should all definitely go check out this stuff pack survey because I think it's a great opportunity where we actually get a say in like the things that we want in the game. I mean, obviously we can't all get everything we want, so even if I don't get the stuff I want, like I didn't really with Cass, it doesn't really matter because it's still nice just even knowing that our opinion is kind of valid and listened to. And there's not many games, I don't think, where you get this kind of say in your packs. So everyone should go check out this survey, and hopefully you won't take as long as I took taking it, but if you do, it's not the end of the world. I got it done eventually. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.